Hey guys, hope you're doing fine. My name is Nishant and we are at day 21st of our Melee Coding Challenge. Let's get into our question. Count square submatrices with all ones. Given a m cross n matrix of ones and zeros, return how many square submatrices have all ones. Okay, so in this example, we are given this matrix of zeros and ones. So let's look at the explanation. So there are 10 squares of side 1. Yes, there are 10. Yes, there are 10 squares of only side 1. That means a single element has its value as 1. Okay, now there are 4 squares of side 2. So this is a square of side 2, and again this is a square of side 2. Now this is a square of side 2, and this is also a square of side 2, and there is a 1 square of side 3. Okay, that means having its side size as 3. Okay, so there are a total of 15 squares in this sum matrix. Okay, let's look at another example. So here are 6 squares of side 1, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and 1 square of side 2. So the total squares are 7. So one thing we can do is we can iterate over all the sub matrices and check if their all values are ones or not. Okay, but that will have a time complexity in order of cube. Okay, so we can reduce it to a quadratic time complexity by using dynamic programming. Let's look how we do that. Okay, here is our input matrix. We will create another matrix dp of the same size and copy the first row and first column into the dp array, and we add the values of first row and first column to our answer variable. Since our answer variable will hold the number of square submatrices having all ones. Since these are all square submatrices of size 1, we add these to the answer. Okay, we add the whole first row 0 plus 1 plus 1 and the first column 0 plus 1 plus 0. Remember, we have to subtract this element since we are counting it twice in both our first row and first column, so we need to subtract it. Okay, so now what we will do, we start traversing from second row and second column since this element, and we check in the dp matrix what is the minimum of these three elements. Okay, so the minimum of these three is 0, so we cannot create a square submatrix here of size greater than 1. We can only have a square submatrix of size 1, so we put 1 here. Okay, that is 0 plus 1, that is 1. We put 1 here and we add 1 to the answer. So now we move on to the second element, this here, and we check the minimum of these three guys. So the minimum is 1 and we add 1 to it. So the best we can do here is 2. Okay, so 2 will be added to the answer. So this 2 indicates that at this point the previous submatrix has 2 square submatrices having all ones. Okay, one is of size 2 and one is of size 1, the element itself. Okay, so now we move on to our next element, this one, and we check what is the minimum of these three guys. That is also 1, and the best we can do is 1 plus 1 2 here. So again the size will be the number of square matrices at this cell will be 2, one of size 2 and one of size 1. Okay, so we also add this to our answer. Now we move on to this element. We check what is the minimum of these three guys, that is 0. We add 1 to it, store here, and we add this to our answer. Okay, now we move on to this element. We check what is the minimum of these three guys, that is 1. We add 1 to it and store it here and add to our answer. Okay, So here the number of square sub matrices at this point from the previous submatrix is 2. Okay, one of size 2 and one of size 1 itself. Now we move on to the last element here, and we check the minimum of these three guys. Okay, the minimum is 2 and we add 1 to it. We store 3 here and we add 3 to our answer. So the three square sub matrices at this point will be one of size 3, here is one of size 2 and one of size 1. Okay, so in the end what will be our answer is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So 15 is our answer. So this is how we are gonna solve it using dynamic programming. Okay, let's code this. Let n be the number of columns and n be the number of rows and m be the number of columns, and we initialize our answer variable to 0 and we create a new matrix dp of same size. Or you can simply eliminate this step of creating a new matrix. We can simply update the given input matrix, but here we are going to use a new matrix. So for 0 dp of I comma 0 will be matrix of I 0 and we okay, we added our first column, and let's add our first row also. Simply have to iterate to m, change the indices. So m will be the psi column, this will do, and remember you have to subtract that first element as it was counted twice. Now comes the dynamic programming part. For int I equal to, remember we have to start from first row and first column. Now we check if matrix of I j equals 1. If they are 1, what will be the value of dpij? Yes, it will be 1 plus minimum of those three guys, that is dp of I minus 1 j minus 1, the diagonally upper element or the left diagonal element, and the left element and the I j minus 1, the up element. Okay, this will do, else what will be the value? It will be simply 0. Okay, and also we need to add that value to our answer. Okay, and we return our answer in the end. Okay, let's run this. 10 and 15, where are we getting wrong? I think somewhere here we made a mistake. No, it's good. N is the number of rows, M is the number of columns. Number of rows. So this is good. This is good. Now we have to iterate it to M. Okay, since the number of columns is M. Let's run this. And the expected answer is 1515. Let's submit it. And guys, it's accepted. Link for the code is in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.